jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins...
Oh, hammer it home!
Woo! Nice. Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? MP no good. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. To the inside. Pass to Claxton. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And there's a pick. 6 on the shot clock. Thomas misses.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Pritchard, the pass to Brown. And again, Boston with the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
For 3, Dimon. And it's MP with a rebound. The Celtics have gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far in this third quarter. Here's White. Up and in on the layup. White's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I like how composed White is. Even with the contact, he stays locked in.
Here's Dimon. He has 6. Launches it. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got... Four rebounds now. Here's White, and he dunks it down.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Thomas outside. White with a steal. Three-pointer, Pritchard. And that's not going to go. And so it's Boston in total control, up by 29 going into the break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these. His specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Porter Jr. and Clowney in it forward. Then there's Sharp, then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Martin in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Stan, the importance of team chemistry. Why is it so hard to win without it?
Well, look, Brian, it's not just talent. The talent has to fit together. Guys have to complement each other Sometimes you see teams where you've got 2 really talented guys or 3 really talented guys, but their games are the same. That won't work. You need complementary talent. And when you have it, things come together quickly.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's man. Count it.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
And so Simons will bring it up for the Celtics. Three-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, you see that quick release, and Simons right on the money.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Porter. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Pass to Walsh. Now here's Simons. Fires the three. That one is off. And here's Martin. And here's Porter from behind the arc. Boston pulls it in. MP's got his 7th rebound here tonight. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Simons finds MP. Out to the wing. Pass to Minot. MP outside. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. MP's got 38 points.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
There's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Martin, the pass to Porter. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Porter's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And how's that for an answer? Porter Jr. coming right back at the defense.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway, but that one was too easy.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Celtics.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Here's MP. Another bucket. Wow.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Martin outside. .23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to man. The three ball. He drops it from range.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And here's MP from outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, let's send it over courtside to Dominic Hamill.
Thanks, guys. A $50 and a win, and I already know you'll say one doesn't mean much without the other. You really mean it, though? Isn't that what players have to say? What's the danger in admitting what anybody who's played at any level knows to be true? Scoring is fun.
Nah, you trying to get me in trouble, Dominic.
Hey, I'm just asking questions.
I mean...
Back to you, Brian.
All right, thanks a lot, Dom.
Up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Celtics. Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. MP out there with Tatum, and it's Pritchard in at the point. Pass to MP, launches from deep. The rebound by Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
To the inside, Gobert, and slammed dunk by Gobert.
What a move. By Gobert, closing that open space in the pick and roll.
You know, Clark, Rudy Gobert is often the victim of unfair criticism.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. I mean, that's just what people tend to do, the talking heads, if you will. I think too many times folks focus on what he can't do instead of appreciating all that he does. I mean, he excels as a rim protector, a screener, a physical presence in the paint. I mean, I think he's going to go down as one of the all-time outstanding defenders in league history.
And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Now here's Brown, following the miss by Julius Randle, and MP throws it down.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Gobert's got his second bucket of the night. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got... Got a story for us. Allie?
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. He was really talking up Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Guys?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Now, here's McDaniel. Following the miss by MP. Three-pointer. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the triple. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Timberwolves trail by 10. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they made it clear. Their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'll love to hear it. All right, Johns, we thank you for the report. And finished off by Gobert.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things. Boston with the ball. And White kicks to MP. Queta, the pass to MP. MP with a screen on DiVincenzo. White, good.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. MP, no good.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
For 3, Edwards. And nothing seems to work as that one misses, and he's 0 for 5.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
MP sets the screen for Brown. Here's the 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
You know, his touch just has not been there tonight. You wonder how big their lead would be if he was hot.
Celtics leading by 21. Over in the corner, White. Good on the triple. White's got 9.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Randall from outside. It's hauled in by MP. Here's White. And White with the stuff.
Well, White right there showing you he's opportunistic on offense. Saw the lane open up and exploded right through it.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You got... Gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And it's Brown missing.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Celtics have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. MP finds Tatum. Here's White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. 14 points for Jarek White.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so it's Boston, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Boston Celtics.
Obviously, they've been locked in from range. Your confidence grows as each shot goes in. It becomes contagious.
Yeah, in the second half, though, they got to mix it up a little more because those who live by the three, you know the rest.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
Well, who hasn't been impressed with MP? The skill, the work ethic. He's got good instincts, man. I like this kid.
Yeah, there's plenty to dislike if you're playing against him.
And that is our...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Derek White has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Pritchard and White are their guards. And it's MP in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Edwards can't hit.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Gobert with the screen on White. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. For Minnesota, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And Gobert kicks to Randall. And the 3 off target.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
It's hauled in by Brown.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Randall with the ball. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. For the 3, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Randall, the big fella, knocking it down from deep.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Celtics. White dishes to MP. White the pass to MP. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. MP's got 10 points in just the second half. Outside Edwards. Down low. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I know Rudy's team is loving this, seeing him in full attack mode offensively. A sight to behold.
Wasted no time on that one. MP's got 27.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Offensive rebound. And here's Edwards from the arc.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Trains the three-pointer. Tatum's got 9 points in the quarter.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Randall no good. The Celtics have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. Timberwolves have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And the basket by MP.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Here is Edwards. What a difference maker he's been for him. He's averaging more than 34 points a game. Hard to believe. They need this. And it's sent back by White. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Boston. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big...
Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And the basket by MP.
MP looking solid from there.
Minnesota shooting reasonably well, 45%. Here's Gobert, lays it up off the glass.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to MP from downtown. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
So it's the Timberwolves now.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Boston.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Absolutely tremendous offensively. Relentless, accurate, on point. What a night.
Gonzalez passes to MP. Launches a 3, and the Celtics another 3.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. MP, good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
You can appreciate the fight now, but
another one goes. Incredible.
And this is an all-time great score, a 50-point performance tonight.
Rally's just cracked the top 5, alone in 5th place for the most career 50-point performances. Simons finds MP from deep three-point land. No good there.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory.
Your fans on social media are constantly...
Yeah.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Jen.
If you do make them fry soaking, then drink. Yeah. Flat fry, dry, and fry again. So we got that thing set up. Now it's tender inside. Plenty of sauce. Cut it out. Starting to get hungry. So then we finish up dry.
Please text the word pass along with your issue and keyboard.
Oh man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
And the starting group for the Celtics. White and Brown are the wingmen. Jason Tatum out there with MP. And it's Simons in at the point.
Jared Allen has length and athleticism, and that's an easy opportunity. Wow.
The drive by MP. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. And here's Allen. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Mitchell. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, we know Mitchell can hurt you from outside the arc. The defense better recognize this moving forward.
Screen by MP. And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Allen. Simons against Garland. Fires the 3. He can't get it to go. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Simons passes to MP. And the three-pointer goes. MP's got 5.
Quick decision-making by MP. I love how confident he looked taking that shot.
No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
2 points. That one goes.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Shot to stop the run, and that one's good. Mitchell for 3. Mitchell's got his second bucket on the night.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
MP shot is off. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Their last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Mobley outside. This one for 3. The rebound by MP. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one. 4-3. Gets the 3 ball to go. 10 points for him.
Well, the ability to spread the floor is such a valuable skill in the league. And MP, yes, sir. Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Give credit to Darius Garland for continuing to develop his body.
BA, like every smaller guard in the league, teams attack him defensively. So just like a Steph Curry, you build your strength and your balance, and you continue to play with pride on that end, and that is pivotal to his development.
Derek White's checked in for Boston.
Oh, serious range from MP. I wasn't sure he had that in his bag.
So the Celtics 5 right now. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White out there with Anthony Simons. And it's MP in at the 5, roaming the paint. Boston leading by 18. Misses the baby hook. Schroeder against White. Pass to Mobley.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Cleveland working the ball around now. Now here's Schroeder. Allen a screen. The 3 is up. The rebound by MP. MP's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, Brown. Now MP. Guarded by Garland. From deep, MP. And the Celtics another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Ellis outside. Pass to Garland. Outside Schroeder. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Nice creativity from the big man, Jared Allen. You've got moves upon moves.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Simons. In his last outing, 10 points for him. Knocks down the triple. MP's got 9 points now in the quarter.
A dozen consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
Allen can't get it to go.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
From 9 feet. Oh, another miss by MP.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Schroeder passes to Allen. Out to Schroeder. Here's Garland. Throws it up high. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And here's MP from outside. Drops in the 3. MP's got 22.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Here's Ellis. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got his third assist of the night. And so it's MP making things happen for Boston. Clicking from deep. 4 threes made in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word.
They did their homework. They're all on the same page. That's why we're seeing precision offense.
My analysis will be efficient as their play.
And now here's something that's always interesting. And that'll do it for us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he really outdid himself in that first half. Stepped up and gave them a big lift.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. And it's Tyson in at the three, the small forward. And that's the group for Kenny Atkinson as we begin the second half.
See, this is something that I think Donovan Mitchell needs to keep working on. To me, his responsibility is to get his teammates going as much as himself.
Now here's Mitchell. 16 points for him. Jacks up a three. Rebound Boston. MP's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Boston leading by 19. Simons passes to MP. Again, MP missing.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
Launches a three, and it's Donovan Mitchell with a three. Mitchell's got 19 points.
Donovan Mitchell cooking right now. Things look easy on the offensive end.
Rough start to the third quarter, but give some credit to the defense they're facing.
He takes it in, tries to keep it alive. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Bye, Shams. Thanks for the report.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses. Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Simons outside. And here's MP from outside. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 25.
Great initiative from MP. You knew he was coming for revenge.
Schroeder, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Dennis Schroeder. Cavaliers trail by 16. Mobley outside. Inside. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Oh, when Jared Allen gets near the basket, you just know he's going to finish with authority.
Brown passes to MP. On the wing, Tatum takes the three. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Tatum following the score by Cleveland. MP, that one's good.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal. There you go, MP. Hammer it home, young fella.
Outside Schroeder. Pass to Tyson. Allen with a screen on Brown. Tyson. Pure from three-point range. Tyson's got 9. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Bryant, We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Taking a look at the Celtics. They've got Sam Hauser. He's out there with MP. And it's Walsh in at the 3. To the paint. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
There's a reason teams put the ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands. This guy, you trust him to make the right play.
Pass to Shireman. From deep, MP. And it's Tyson with a rebound. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the 4th. Now Allen. Outside Mitchell. Out to Mobley. The 3 is up. Here's Allen. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Allen's got 10 points here in the 2nd half.
Well, this guy's such a reliable presence on the glass. Jared Allen using that length to save the play.
Here's MP. And it's Tyson with a rebound.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Here's Tyson. Back to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Celtics.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
He showed up on the glass in a big-time way, and that really set a tone.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Pritchard, the pass to MP. And again for 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
BA, he's on fire.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And it's Allen who slams it home.
One of Jared Allen's best qualities is his motor. That activity paying dividends with his scoring.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation.
Boston substitution. Xavier Tillman. Gonzalez.
Now off the inbound. 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Garland, no good. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Here's Tyson. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Prolific play per usual from MP and leading his side to victory. Your effort stood out in more than one area. That means something to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
Back to you, Brian.
All right, Dominic, appreciate you. And that'll...
Ooh, that felt good.
I see you out there doing work.
All right. Got another matchup against a potential all-star tonight. MP, what you thinking?
I need a little separation.
Yeah, I am sick of you too, but we got video to shoot. Come on.
Nah, Xander, I'm saying I need separation from some of these other all-stars. Gotta do something that, help me stand out. How about a season high?
And what? Points, blocks?
Yeah. Those work.
Which one?
Let's see.
They ain't ready, MP.
I was just about to let you back. What? Jen said she's having second thoughts. That the talking points don't line up with out to their future. Yeah, exactly.
RJ, the front end of a back-to-back. As a player, it's got to pose an additional challenge physically to get through these stretches.
Oh, yeah, it's a grind. This is a physical sport we play. In your body, it just has to be ready when you start the season.
It's been well documented that MP is taking these matchups seriously against other opponents in this conference. You got to wonder if that hasn't provided some extra motivation.
And how impressive have these performances been by MP? He puts a big old target on his back that his competition isn't taking lightly and continues to dominate out there. He's garnered a good deal of added respect the way he's taking care of his business.
So the New York starting five. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the five. Now Bridges following the three-point attempt by MP. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Bridges. Towns has got 5 points so far.
On the catch and shoot there, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of force out there.
And defensively, man, the Celtics sure switch a lot.
Yeah, that strategy is the norm in the NBA. They have versatile defenders that do it, though, and it's still a big part of how they stifle their opponent's three-point shooting.
Brunson, and the layup's good off the glass.